In the village of Umuduruoha, nestled along the banks of the Imo River, a child was born under the watchful gaze of the ancestral spirits. His name was Jaja, a name destined to echo through the ages. From his earliest days, Jaja displayed a spirit of curiosity and determination that set him apart from his peers. His laughter rang through the village like the joyful peal of a bell, and his ease sparkled with the promise of greatness. But fate had other plans for young Jaja. When he was just a boy, tragedy struck as slave raiders descended upon the village under cover of darkness. In the chaos and confusion that ensued, Jaja was torn from his family and taken captive, bound for a life of servitude in the distant lands of the Ijaw people. For years, Jaja toiled under the harsh yoke of slavery, his spirit unbroken despite the cruelty of his captors. He endured the backbreaking labor of the palm oil plantations and the indignity of servitude with stoic resilience. According to the customs of the Ijaw people, a slave can work himself out of slavery. So after many years of hard work, Jaja became a free man, still serving under his master and learning the tricks of the palm oil trade. With the passing of his master, Jaja seized the opportunity to carve out a new destiny for himself. Drawing upon his innate intelligence and formidable will, he rose through the ranks of the Ijaw trading community, eventually assuming control of the Anapepel House merchant faction of Bani. Under his wise rule, Anipepel absorbed other trade houses, making them more formidable, until a war with the Manila People House led by Oko Jumbo compelled Jaja to break away to establish Opobo Kingdom under Jaja's leadership. The trading post of Opobo flourished, becoming a bustling hub of commerce and industry in the Niger Delta. Jaja's shrewd business acumen and visionary leadership transformed Opobo into a formidable economic power, monopolizing the lucrative palm oil trade and challenging the dominance of European middlemen. By 1870, Jaja was selling 8,000 tons of palm oil directly to the British. Despite his trade rivalry with the Europeans, Jaja sent all his children to schools in Glasgow and also employed whites as staff of the secular schools he built in Opobo. But Jaja's meteoric rise to power attracted the attention of the European powers, who sought to assert their control over the lucrative trade routes of the Niger Delta. Despite his efforts to maintain autonomy, Jaja found himself ensnared in a web of colonial intrigue, culminating in his arrest and exile at the hands of British authorities. Even in exile, Jaja's indomitable spirit remained unbroken. His presence in the West Indies stirred a groundswell of support among the descendants of his homeland, who rallied to his cause with fervent determination. In 1891, Jaja was granted permission to go back to Opobo, but sadly, he passed on while on the ship back home after sipping a cup of tea. Though Jaja's journey ended prematurely with his untimely death en route to Opobo, his legacy endured as a beacon of hope and inspiration for future generations. In the wake of Jaja's exile and death, the power of the Opobo state began to wane, as internal strife and external pressures eroded its influence. Yet the memory of King Jaja lived on in the hearts and minds of his people, a testament to the enduring legacy of a man who defied the odds and forged his own destiny in the face of adversity. As the sun sets over the tranquil waters of the Niger Delta, casting a golden glow over the land, the spirit of King Jaja of Opobo lives on, a symbol of resilience and fortitude in the face of oppression and injustice. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Anita Chocolate.